What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuck Furnace plays Sonic Heroes Part 12. We are now entering the Hang Castle zone, still with Team Dark, and we are going through to the spooky castle to try to figure out. More plot points for later Sonic game in the series, but as you can see, there is something different. There's a difference between Sonic's Team Sonic's version of us going into Hang Castle and their this version. If you remember, Sonic had said that he saw Shadow enter with Robotnik. Well, obviously we are not here with Robotnik. So that would probably mean that Robotnik was using one of the androids, or robots, whichever one you want to call them. And it just so that he's probably been using them for a little while. Let's see. Make sure you're close enough to it so you don't fly away and off the side or anything while you're doing that. There will be a lot more of those sections here. No. You can definitely tell that this is a lot different. This is almost a totally different zone compared to Team Sonic's version. The music I think even sounds a little different as well. Oh. And just the background and everywhere that we have went is a lot different, a lot more different than Sonic's version. And that's just you don't see that too often in the teams. They usually are the same. You will go along the same path for the most part. And you have to be careful while doing that and not immediately assume that you will know where you are or where to go with any team, because there will be a lot of differences in the backgrounds and things such as that. And now the ghosts do pop up a lot more frequently with this team than with Team Sonic, so you want to be careful and watch out for them. And, oh crap. Yeah, you want to be careful doing that. Alright, let's see. Ah, crap. But yeah, the ghosts definitely do, ow, no. Will get in your way. A lot more here, a lot more for this team than any other team that you will use. Oh, that worked. Let's see. There should be another one here. Now, if you can blow through them quickly, you won't have to worry about the robots that would spawn in from attacking you. But if you, obviously, if you don't do it fast enough, you will have to worry about them. It's a good tactic, especially for like in Robot Storm and Robot Carnival. If you can knock out the golden egg pawn first, then you'll have a lot easier time going through there. Alright, so if you notice those three silver-plated, or I guess the metal-plated robots, there was three there. The one in the middle had a cannon that you want to make sure you knock him out first. The other two you won't have to worry about killing right off the bat. Just make sure you hit the cannon guy first, so you don't obviously get hurt and maybe lose a key or lose any rings and die, and that will obviously hurt you while you're trying to go after the oh, okay, that was not unexpected, but it wasn't unexpected. I honestly didn't think that I would do it there anyway. Now, using the fire dunk a lot really does help, especially with through sections like that. Now you can use the flight formation back through there and make that a lot easier than just using the speed formation, especially on that last ghost. If you've noticed how unreliable the homing attack is at times, you definitely want to be careful while trying to do that. It's let's see, it should be oh, okay, this is good. Yeah, it's just look out for things like that. As I said, this team has the most lives that you can collect out of any other team, except for maybe Team Rose. And this team, even though it is the harder team, does seem to give you more hints like that, and seems to point out the obvious a lot more than any other team will, even Team Rose. As you've noticed, Omega has said, pointed out switches or just different things like that, following the torches, and just different things like that. Alright, so, oh crap, there we go. Alright, so now just focus on these golden egg pawns. Now, if you destroy them before you're destroying the magicians, you won't destroy the magicians because those aren't the same style of egg pawn. Only golden robots of the same style will knock out other robots like that. So if there was a golden flying egg pawn that you could take out for like the leader, well, then you could knock him out and you wouldn't have to worry about any of them flying around. But the yellow ones aren't the same as the golden, like these golden egg pawns. Those were only the searchlight ones, and they didn't hold any use for like knocking out the other egg pawns in the area. Alright, let's see. Now, if you've noticed, there's a lot more of those spiked shield egg pawns in this level. They seem to really abuse those a lot, so just take it easy and be careful while trying to go through them. Those are the strongest shields of all of them. The stone shields, a flight formation character can knock bits of them once they are level 2 or higher. But the and the normal shields, like yeah, the normal shields that didn't have any spikes or anything on them, you can't hurt them with a thunder shoot, but they are easier to take out than these robots are. Let's see. Oh. Alright. So yeah, you just I think it takes 3 hits to knock these shields off, and it takes 2 for the there's crap, I lost what I was saying. Oh yeah, these shields. Yeah, it takes 3 hits to knock out these shields. The flat shields that didn't have any spikes or anything on them, those take yeah, I think 2 hits to knock those out. And they don't cause the robot to flash once you knock the shield away. But these, you have to hit the shield 3 times to knock the shield away, but then the robot will flash and you can't damage him while he's flashing. There we go. It definitely used. Oh well, I guess it only takes 1 hit. I thought it might have, but I wasn't sure, so I just said 2 to make sure. But that also depends on how strong your character. Well, no, I think it just it's just how much the shield will get damaged, or will just take damage no matter what level you are. Alright, so you can do this with. There we go, that's pretty cool. Yeah, be careful with these spikes that are along here. You can go through all of these rainbow rings, and if you not went through the level quite as fast as you could have, that's a great way to try to gain some additional score, even though your teammates don't really want to help you out all that much. Alright, so as you noticed, Omega said that there was a small foothold right there. Oh yeah, have to do is dodge the. All I had to do is just dodge the robots, or dodge the ghosts. That hurts. That definitely hurts. Let's see. Yeah, it definitely isn't as easy without only having a level 1 character. But it put me back so far, you know, I was almost done with the level and I was right there. Yeah, that does suck, but oh well. Anyway, alright, we'll stun you. And at this point, you don't really have to take it easy anymore. You can just pretty much use your speed character and try to blow through the level as fast as you can. And that isn't a bad thing, you know, using your speed character. I don't want to get that key. I could use the lives. I don't expect to die too much anymore, but it is a nice way to get used to the 5th Chaos Emerald area as well. And I'm pretty sure I didn't show that off with Team Sonic. It was either, yeah, I think it was 5 actually that I didn't show off, so that's good. I can show that off, and y'all can see it. Even if I don't do the Chaos Emerald, I can at least show the area off because I didn't visit the first act, or I didn't visit the bonus stages as often as I am with Team Dark. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm still almost at a loss for words, you know, I was right there, I had it, all I had to do was just land on that little platform in the middle and dodge the ghosts. That was pretty much it. It was not even that hard either. I don't know how that second ghost hit me. Now if you notice, the statue is both Robotnik and Metal Sonic. If it's inverted like it is now, it's Metal Sonic, but if it's right side up, you can see Robotnik. That was something I failed to mention in the Team Sonic story. And it does only take 1 hit. If you notice there, it only takes 1 hit to knock out the robots, or the shields that don't have any spikes on them, no matter what level you are. So that's good. Let's see if we can't get all 3 of them in there again. Nope, only 2. Well, that sucks. And I lost the key. And whatever little rings I had, oh well. Rouge should at least jump through 1. Oh well. Yeah, just don't worry about too much score at this point. once you've done lost this far, if you don't care, if all you care about is just getting to the end of the level, then all you have to do is just and of course I'm gonna make it. That's how it usually works. You'll make it once you've died or lost what you needed. Well, yeah, you'll usually make it once you've died and lost everything you had at one point. But at least we should be able to.
I couldn't even beat Gamma or Beta.
Well, that's good. I'm glad I got to show that off. I didn't expect. I honestly didn't expect to. So that's good that I was able to. Alright, since I won't be able to show off Act 1, or the bonus stage, but I will definitely make sure to get the Chaos Emerald with Team Dark, and if I don't make it this time, I will go back through Mystic Mansion and try to show it off. Alright, so I've been doing a little bit of I guess trial and error with these guys, and it is a lot easier no matter what level you are. If you can, it's not safer now. It's definitely not safer. But if you're worried more about speed rather than safety, oh, there we go. If you're worried more about safety rather than speed, then you want to just continue to do what I've been doing and hitting them from far away and using the fire dunk. But if you don't care too much about safety and all you're trying to do is just go through the level, then you would definitely want to just make him spin around with his hammer. Then you just want to knock him down, and then just go in there with your power character. And the gold robots, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it or been able to show it off, but the gold robots are stronger than the normal style of robots. Like the egg pawns only have, I think, 3 hits before you can defeat them, but the golden robots have 8. And you can use stealth to move through these through around some of these robots. If you notice, some of them will sleep at different times, so you can just sleep with them, or while you can just sneak up on them as long as you're quiet. And that's kind of, it's not that useful really, because once you get close enough to the robots, they'll just wake up, and then you'll have to fight them anyway. I think if you move really slowly up onto them, they won't freak out, but I really don't use stealth all that much. I believe there is a mission with Team Chaotix that involves you using stealth, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, so you had to use the triangle dive for that section. Just in case you didn't notice or wasn't able to figure it out. And what you want to do is you want to immediately use the triangle dive. Normally what I would say in a situation like that is to fall a little ways and then pull out the triangle dive, but you definitely want to make sure that you use it immediately. And for this bobsled, or I guess trolley or whatever it's called, you want to, if you can listen to the characters say when to jump, that will definitely help you out. Of course, not every time they will, but you know, it's kind of easy to tell when you will get hit or when you're going to hit something anyway. But you can also use, you know, just wait for them to say, hey, jump, and you can dodge things that way. Especially if you're not really good at the trolley like I am, or the bobsled, or dodging the ghosts or anything like that. Now, something cool that you can do is you can put these torches out. They don't do nothing for any other team except for the Team Chaotix. You won't gain anything or any sort of items. It serves no purpose with any other team other than Team Chaotix not to blow the torches out, but it's just something cool that you can do if you care about doing that kind of stuff. So you want to be very careful in these situations like this, especially if your Thunder Shoot doesn't immediately kill an enemy. You have to... don't want to do that. Alright, this is one of those sections where the camera can be a real pain to deal with. Let's see, is this a wall we can break? Oh no. Yeah, this is a very bad section. Let's see, for the camera, because it won't flip around until you... Alright, I think I've been that way, so... Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll just fly out here and see what happens. I think this is the same way I just came from. Nope. Let's see. Well, I guess so. And it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get back up there, so I'm going to have to fly back down over there. That sucks. Oh, well, anyway. So yeah, you just want to watch out for that kind of stuff. Did I already went this way? I guess I could just do the middle one. Well, let's see what this one does. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I really don't like this zone at all. It's just a pain to try to deal with. Especially, you know, when you're not having to deal with BS like that. But that's just something else to show kind of a difference between the teams, the difficulty in little small puzzles like that. It'll really get to you. You know, if you memorize the pattern with, say, Team Sonic or Rose, you won't be able to use that same pattern with another team. Don't use your Team Blast here. You don't want to waste it just yet. You can save it for a section later up, right up here if you want to. This is one of those. So you can just use your Team Blast here, and you won't be wasting it if you go ahead and use it now. You'll even gain a level up for somebody maybe. So I think you can, no? Don't say wonder if, just tell me how to light them back up. Nope, of course they're unlit torches. Oh, okay, there we go. Ah, okay, I see why the boxes were stacked up like that. Well, I guess they... Oh, no. Oh, really? That sucks. There should be one more key around here somewhere. But that does suck. I lost all those rings and the key. I swore that there wouldn't be another section like that, except farther on up in the level. But you can definitely tell this isn't the same hang castle that Team Sonic went through, obviously. Oh. Alright. Oh, this is the same section with this area, but let's see. You can see there's more egg pawns on the track, or on the rails. So you want to okay. Good. I thought I would have missed him if I would have leaned out farther to the left or away from the ghost. Those egg pawns won't hurt you if you run into them, so don't worry about that. It's just wow. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's see, there should be a key around here somewhere. Maybe no. Sucks. Should be a key in here somewhere. Oh, you cannot tell me it was that simple. Wow. Okay, okay, good. I thought there was another key around here somewhere. So all you gotta do is just stun it with a thunder shoot to not disable the propeller, and then just use the power formation character to knock it out. Yeah, I really hate this section, but just remember to hit the B button when you're using the wall jump or the triangle jump to fall right where you're standing, and you won't die that way. See, all right, there's one of these robots back here. You want to make sure you want to knock out the spear, the chargers first before you knock out the guys with the normal spears, or the guys with the normal things. Damn camera angle. I am going to be really displeased if I lose this on account of the camera messing me up. Wait. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the ghost. You want to try to do this somewhat quickly to keep the ghosts from messing with the other characters. Just remember to use your flight formation while running along these bridges to make sure you can... Oh crap. No. I hate this. Alright, there will be another couple of egg pawns that should fall. Just watch out for the shadows so you don't... let's see. It's going to pop up over there. Any more? Should have to fly over there and get that, but I'm not seeing anything else. Maybe if I fly around here, there should be more egg pawns that fall. Maybe, no. Oh, great. Oh, wow, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go back and I'll try to do one of the other characters' altars. I don't know why in the world it ain't working for that. Should at least pop something up that I could use. Can't be just fight all these robots. And maybe it could be. Let's see. Knocked out all of the robots. Maybe that's what this is. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, that's okay. I was curious why there was two of those switches. That's so you can go back. Ooh, crap. Now, you can do one of two things here. If you have a Team Blast, you can use it, or you can do what I just did there to knock that out. If you save the team, if you don't use the Team Blast, this section up here will be a little bit easier. There won't be a robot there like the other teams, but once we... Okay. I could have swore that there was a battle, like a big battle that you had to fight right there. I guess obviously not. Well, if you want to use the Team Blast for that power formation,
Piece of cake.
you can use it there. Alright, for here I would say try to go for 55,000 to 60,000. I would probably try to shoot for 60,000. And to get 60,000, you have to go faster than what I did. I obviously messed around a lot, especially with that speed formation. I wasted precious seconds doing that one and trying to figure out what was wrong and why I wasn't getting any results. But that's just the differences between the teams. I mean, Sega did a pretty good job trying to not repeat the mistakes of Sonic Adventure with having more than one character go through a zone or a level. And I think they did a pretty good job with Sonic Heroes in that regard. They definitely gave you more challenges. The difficulty for each team is different, as we've seen. And it's, pretty good, I would say. You know, the differences between the teams. Come on, don't tell me this is the orange, or this is the orange route. It's a little bit too difficult and almost okay, here we go. I was gonna say that the spikes with the orange almost counterbalances the effectiveness of the orange, especially with the crappy controls. But there you go, there's the purple emerald. It seemed like it was a lot more difficult with Team Dark than with anybody else for some reason, or than with Team Sonic. I don't think the individual teams affect the difficulty of the Chaos Emerald. But anyway, this one will definitely be more difficult. Alright, so this one will definitely be a lot more difficult than the Team Sonic version. Obviously, you can tell right off the bat, there are, instead of red and green, you have the blue and green flying egg pawns with the machine guns, which it's not that much more difficult, but just remember, you want to either try to go for the power formation or the flight formation while using that and just stun them. Don't worry, those the flying robots there, the ones that, I don't know what they look like, but those, don't worry about them. They will continuously fly in close so that you can attack them. So don't worry about flying out too much or anything. Just watch them as they come in, and you can just use a thunder shoot on them. A non-level thunder shoot will just kill them in one shot, so you don't have to worry about that. This team is the only one, I believe, that sees those. Oh wow! Come on, I said stun you. Stun. Oh well. Alright, we'll just pull out Omega and go to town on these guys and see what we can do. Your power, it's not random how these are dropped. The power cores are dropped, so you can't say, oh well, your power character should be fully leveled while trying to go through that section. You know, you could get your flight and speed character fully leveled while trying to go through there. Alright, I would definitely say go ahead and use your Team Blast here and try to while you're using the Team Blast, try to either use your speed or flight character so that your power character has a better chance of gaining a power core, because you'll definitely need your power character a lot more with this team than any other team. Alright, so they're magically flying now. Guess those magicians are better than I thought. Alright, so yeah, don't worry about this section too much. That is something, I don't know, sometimes when if you're in the power formation, your team will attack the... Oh, crud. Alright, so obviously you want to knock out the lower, or the magicians first, and then focus on knocking him out. Yeah, I forgot all about that. It's just the difficulties of using a Team Dark while trying to do this. So that should be all of the item balloons. Now make sure if you are in the cannon with a power formation, make sure you hit the B button to just make you pop out of the cannon rather than fully launch yourself of good ways. Because obviously if you do that, you will die. And you don't want to do that, especially this far into it. And if you're doing somewhat well. And so this is obviously going to be a pretty high score to gain the A rank on, so don't focus too much on trying to get the A rank at right off the bat. This may be another good section where you can use okay, well, there's another one of you guys over here. This may be another good section where you can use a Team Blast for, if you wanted to use it there. I didn't really see the need in it too much, so that's why I didn't, but it's probably safer. But then you'd have to go through this section without a Team Blast, and I definitely do not suggest doing that. Now, it would seem that you can actually stay underneath their hammers. I didn't think you could do that. I thought the hammers were just a little bit too big for you to be able to dodge them like that, but maybe you can just continuously attack them like that. I don't know. Yeah, that definitely does help, but you did notice that I did get hit. Ooh, I forgot about using the flight formation there. But you noticed I did get hit anyway, even while I was using the even though I was underneath the shield. And it would seem I'm not getting too many levels up for my power character, or I wasn't, and for my speed character as well. I'm obviously losing the ability to talk right too. Let's see. There should be a gold robot that you can take. Oh no, I thought there would have been a gold robot, but it's best if you can, especially since these guys don't have shields, to wait and knock them all out at once, so you can gain a bonus at the end of destroying them all. Well, that's good. We got another show because we're definitely going to need it for the next section. This should be the last one. But instead of fighting a whole bunch of robots once, I believe there'll be the first wave where you don't use the Team Blast, and then the second wave where you will need to. I'm almost certain of it. Well, no. Oh well. I'll go ahead and use the Team Blast. It probably wouldn't have been that hard, especially if you just would have went over there and knocked out the... Now just stay in the middle. Do not go out towards any... Just stand still. Do not move while going through this section. But I'm almost certain that there will be another... Oh, crap. Yeah, I figured there was. Alright, so in addition to having stronger armor, that guy will slam his hammer down. And it's a lot harder to make him spin. What you need... Oh, okay, I guess that somehow knocked his helmet off. Anyway. Come on, there we go. Just get him to walk over towards you and knock him out like that. And he's harder to kill than the other ones.
Don't get too excited, boy. Those were the easy ones.
But
Mission complete.
that's Robot Storm with Team Dark. And I would definitely say use the Team Blast on this last platform first, and then you can just knock those robots out
Robot troop destroyed.
quicker. And I would say either try to get under 630 or 6 by itself. Dunno. I think watching the challenge video is how many of those magician robots that black and or purple and orange did I destroy in this entire zone and robot storm. Thank you for watching. Until next time.